Scotty and welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be another video in my Guide to Cosplay Masquerades series. So after I posted my last video, which was Rules of Masquerade, I put up a poll on my community tab asking you guys what topic you wanted me to cover next, and the most requested one was how to do a solo skit. So if you guys have followed me long enough, you'll notice that a lot of the times when I enter masquerades, I mostly enter solo. Don't get me wrong, I do group skits as well, and I have a great time with that. However, solo skits are kind of just like my default to go to. I'm not really sure why. I don't know if it's just me trying to be a loner wolf or just because I'm too shy to ask people to join me. But needless to say, I've had plenty of experience on how to do solo skits, and I want to present my tips to you today. So with that being said, let's get started. So the first thing I want to talk about is what is the difference between a solo skit and a walk-on? Aren't they the same thing, you know? It just features one person? Well, not gonna lie, that is a very gray area, and it really just kind of depends on what your masquerade classifies as being a skit versus a walk-on. Sometimes I'll just classify any solo entry as a walk-on, others won't really make a difference, so it really just depends on the masquerade. But for me personally, the difference between a walk-on and a solo skit is this. For a walk-on, your main focus is just to show off the costume. So while you may have, like story elements here and there, that's not really your main focus. Your main focus is to show off your fabulous costume. A solo skit, on the other hand, you're actually trying to tell a story. You're actually trying to convey something more than just, this is the character I'm doing. This is my costume. So both of these can overlap depending on how you approach your entry, but that is just kind of the most general difference that I can think of. So that is kind of how you could approach it. Are you trying to just show off your costume and your character, or are you actually trying to convey a story or convey like something more than just, this is my character? Alright, so this is my second tip, and this is probably going to be the most important tip that I give. If you take away nothing else, this is the one I want you to remember. Pick a character that is unique, interesting, and dynamic on their own. When you're doing a solo skit, you are the only person on stage. That means you are the only person that can keep the audience entertained. So if you have a character that is kind of boring on their own, it's really not going to work that well for you. Your character must be interesting and captivating to the audience without the use of other characters. That's not to say you can't utilize other characters, and we'll get to how you can do that in a second, but in essence, you are the star. You are the one that is gonna have to be the one that keeps the audience engaged the most. So think about the character you want to do, do they have like a dynamic character arc? Do they have a unique talent? Do they have like a moving story that you want to tell? Just think about those things when picking a character for a solo skit. So my third tip is to keep the time short. All masquerades will implement a time limit of some sorts, and that can range from anywhere from 1 minute to 3 minutes. Like, for example, I know for AX, they implemented a 2-minute time limit for everybody, whereas for ALA, they implement a 1-minute time limit if you enter solo, and a 2.5-minute time limit if you're entering as a group. However, even if the con allows you to go beyond a minute, I would still keep your skit short. Convention audiences in general have a very short attention span, so you don't want to overstay your welcome. For me personally, I would recommend maybe a 1 minute 30-second cutoff. But don't worry about the short time. Trust me, you can cram a lot into a short amount of time. Oh, doggo. Be right back. Alright, so my fourth tip is to utilize other resources. Just because you're the only person on stage doesn't mean you can't use other tricks to kind of make the stage bigger than what it actually is. For example, if you have sets and props on stage, maybe you can use those to interact with them and create some interesting dynamics. Maybe if you want to get a family or friend to be your stagehand, they can move stuff around for you. Another technique that I see a lot of solo skits use is to have voiceovers of other characters, and then that way your character has someone to interact with or talk to. And also, if your masquerade allows you to do video like Anime Expo, definitely take advantage of that, because then you can maybe record a friend or even yourself portraying a different character, and then you guys can have like a bit of a banter back and forth with the character on the screen and you on the stage. There are a lot of ways you can add more elements to your skit to make it interesting, to kind of compensate for the fact that you're the only person on stage. And finally, tip number 5, don't be intimidated. I know it can be extremely nerve-wracking to be the only person on stage, but like I said, there are plenty of ways that you can, add more elements to your skit to make it more exciting and fun. So, think outside the box, get creative, and most importantly, pick a character that is gonna stand on their own. If there's ever a time to have main character syndrome, it is this time right now. And those are my tips on how to create a solo skit for Masquerade. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you have any questions or if you want to recommend me some cool solo skits, please feel free to tell me in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you want to see more cosplay content from me. If you want to see me dance, please check out my dance channel. And if you want to support me even more, please feel free to leave a donation on Ko-fi. And recently I started an account called Fanbase, so you can also support me there as well. I'll see you guys in my next video. Until then, bye-bye!
And Baba says goodbye too.